up, everybody? Welcome back to Macho Movie Madness.
Oh, yeah.
I am Brandon. Alongside me always is Andrew. Today, it is the not today, but today we are talking Terminator 2. We're reviewing Terminator 2, gushing over Terminator 2 for the 35th anniversary this year. Insane. I am old.
Well, I was 12 years old when this came out.
Oh, you're even older.
In the theater. Yeah. So
you're older.
Do the math, and yeah, that guy's really old.
Yeah. And and I know what you're thinking. God dang, a Terminator video again, guys.
On Macho Movie Madness.
Yeah, come on. But listen, anytime you get a chance to talk about Terminator or Halloween or anything like that, we're gonna do it.
I'm always so pro T1. I never get to gush about T2, really.
Well, now's your day. Today's your day. Now's your chance.
Yeah.
You can sit in my shoes for a little while.
Right.
$94 million budget. So we'll just say roundabout because it's like 94 to 102. They said $100 million budget, directed by James Cameron. Box office totals around 520 mil, probably somewhere around in there.
When I think summer blockbuster, this is the movie I think of.
Yeah, this is it. This is one of those many that I think of, like a Back to the Future type deal, or like a Jurassic Park, or I mean, regardless of whether or not they were released in summer, I think most of them were. But just you think of big, broad blockbuster movies, you always think of something that Spielberg had done or Cameron had done, and this is it, man. This is it. This, dare I say, one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, I think it's rated 28 on IMDb.
Yeah, as one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee you at least 20 of those are probably gay. So, not really, but I'm sure that they're wrong. I will at least say that. Yeah, one of the best movies of all time. My God, man. Like, it's I don't know how else to put it. It's so masterfully done in every way. There's a little bit of comedy, but it's really, some of it's accidental. But the characters, the writing, the dialogue, the lighting, the sound, the CGI that still pretty much holds up today for the most part.
It's not bad.
God, the action, it's everything that you'd ever need in a movie that's not a love movie. And it's good, man. It's done so beautifully, so masterfully.
They'd already done the love story in T1, so
yeah, and we've mentioned how T1's a little bit leaner of a story, so it flows a little bit better. This one has a couple slow moments, but it's still, I think, very important as far as slowing the pace down to develop more of a relationship between John and the T-800.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of necessary for the most part. And it's got everything you need to make that ending at the end when he can't self-terminate, but he gets lowered into that liquid hot magma. I should say the molten steel, not magma. Is it the same thing? I don't know. I don't know. Either way, it's fucking hot.
It'll kill a Terminator.
It'll melt that motherfucker. Anyway, it makes it that much more powerful. This has everything you could want as an action fan, as a movie fan, and I think it hits even more as a kid when you relate to John.
Yeah. I was John's age when this came out.
Yeah,
like the character.
Yeah, and you had your very own Terminator for a day.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh,
put
God.
your leg down.
Yeah. I don't even know if I have a con for this movie.
Cons? The pacing does slow down a little bit, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a con. I mean, it's a little slower than the first.
It's I'm saying, if you think about it as a
storytelling device,
well, or just like a rewatcher, like if you've watched this for the 30th billionth time and you're like, man, or depending on your mood for the day, you're like, I want to sit down and watch a movie, but I don't want it to be lean and I want it to be short and I don't have a lot of time. I mean, I can understand not wanting to sit down and watch this one necessarily, or if you want to sit down and have fun and just enjoy your evening, this is it. It doesn't bother me at all. So I guess it just maybe depends on your mood. Like I said, you could call it a con, I suppose, but I think it's, like I said earlier, I think it's needed to develop that relationship with him more.
Yeah, it is. Going back and watching it again, to
make it feel like a bigger movie.
The only other thing I could call a con, I mean, besides the kid can get a little old at points, but when you've seen the movie as many times as we have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you start nitpicking all kinds of things when you've seen the movie a bunch.
But some of the dummy shots of him coming down the hallway toward the SWAT stick out a little bit. But at the same time, I think that effect is better than the dummy shots in T1.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But and I wouldn't necessarily say let's go back and CGI that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that because we're more of a practical effect kind of people anyway.
This is like the last truly great in-camera blockbuster movie, as far as. They started getting a little more out there with the digital effects with like Jurassic Park and stuff like that.
They had some great puppets in that though.
Did they?
Oh yeah. Like well the T-Rex they built that. There was CGI.
Well the
T-Rex and stuff and the
Triceratops was probably actually
it was animatronic.
Yeah.
But a lot of the T-Rex stuff was animatronic. Like the up close shots when he was digging into the. Or maybe not when he was digging. Yeah, maybe I was digging into the tire. But there's a lot of those scenes in that first scene with them in the rain that was animatronic.
Yeah, but as far as like in-camera stuff, I think this is the last great action movie before it got.
I'm not sure on that, but it's one of them.
Yeah,
it just the art form was losing, and by the late '90s especially, it was starting to go away. And I just think that they were getting too broad a scope by that time, that the CGI wasn't there yet, and the stuff they wanted to try or they could do, and it was I think it kind of killed the action maybe a little bit,
maybe partly,
and along with probably being just oversaturated.
Yeah. But that's really all I have. The acting in this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Even for a kid that was like 12 at the time or whatever he wasn't bad.
Some of his screaming moments was like, yeah. But yeah, you're like I said, you're nitpicking at this point.
Yeah, that's about all I have. Any more cons for you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's near perfect.
Yeah, it really is. It truly is. God, it's got one of the best villains of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it made Robert Patrick. The T-1000 is one of the scariest things that you could ever come across, ever.
And to think he'd done some B stuff, but he'd only really done Die Hard 2 at that point.
Yeah.
And
can you imagine going from this to like Double Dragon? For Robert Patrick, man.
I hope he fired his agent for that movie.
Oh man, I would. Damn.
Terminated.
But yeah, no, this movie is absolutely amazing. I don't know. We're making the video basically in honor of the 35th anniversary, so we can gush on a little bit. But there's not really a whole lot you could just say as far as that. Like,
yeah, it's a perfect blend of. It's got just enough drama with like the family stuff, and even we get Dyson's family involved with everything. It's there's characters that you were used to from the first movie that come back, like Silberman, but he comes back. He's even more of a bastard in this movie than he is in the first one. You've got all that. You've got the action, which the action is so good. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Yeah, it's the perfect blend of everything.
What I think resonates more about it, even so today, though, is the messaging of AI and the inevitable Judgment Day, and whatever Judgment Day might look like. Whether that's full-scale war or nuclear war or what it really is. At this point off, it seems more nonfiction than fiction. There were, much like political arms races of the past or races of any kind, the moon or whatever the fuck they're doing. Now you've got AI races, and I guess 10 years ago or less than that, even a few years ago, it was all data mining for Bitcoin and all this crazy shit. And now you've got this race to develop this first real true AI, and we're on our way to developing a thing that is going to be smarter after it self-learns. It's going to be smarter than any human on the planet, very possibly, and it's going to pick up everything. It's going to learn everything, and then at this point, you're at its mercy. Is it going to decide that it once it's gone? What's it going to do? Is it going to be able to create some sort of tangible army of robots? I don't know, but it could sure as hell cut computer systems. It could do whatever. It could go rogue.
Yeah,
things could be it could be a problem. And then I think short term, I think you're looking at just mass misinformation that people are going to use to manipulate this AI and try to create AI in their own image in their own ways. But I think eventually you create this one true AI. I think it could backfire big time.
Yeah.
What's scary about it is people like Elon Musk or even some others who are like head of these companies. They don't know what's going to happen, and they've even admitted, this could very well go badly. But regardless of what it is, we want to be here when it happens, and we're going to proceed no matter what. That's what's crazy. That's how maniacal and evil these people are. And there is a which is not, it's in Terminator 3, I believe, but they realized that you could never stop Judgment Day. Judgment Day was never actually preventable.
Which I hate.
Which you hate.
Yeah.
But
from a storytelling,
from a feel good movie storytelling standpoint, yes, I get it. It's easy to end on Terminator 2, which we like to do, and just call it good. But I do think that we need to realize that through these movies, especially the first 3, you can't stop it.
Oh yeah, in real life, yeah,
in real life. All this is going to we're going to be drawing parallels to these movies and a few others in the next 5 to 10 years, if not much sooner. And there's very little, if anything, there is that we can do to stop it. You're seeing it with data centers right now. There's all kinds of people that are protesting, and the higher ups do not give a shit. They're coming in and ruining little towns and their water supplies and their resources, and driving up costs of living and housing and apartments, and basically forcing people into poverty even more, or driving them out. And you're going to see that, and they basically just don't care. And no matter how much voting or whatever you do, you're not going to find that. And I don't mean to get too political here, but I'm just saying that this it's because of movies like this that they've warned us about for the last 30-40 years, that it resonates even still. It's not just as a good fiction movie for us action folks, but
there's parallels.
There's parallels to real life that this also is going to be happening, and we have to make a decision. I don't know. I'm not saying we should quit trying, though. I think people should definitely not give up. But I don't know if there's much we can do about it.
Conversely, maybe one day Judgment Day does happen because of all the stuff we're talking about. And there's just one channel left on YouTube, and everybody in the future is like, man, these guys on Macho Movie Madness.
Yeah.
They're fucking right.
They knew. They fucking knew the whole time.
Don't trust AI.
Yeah, don't trust AI. Don't do it. Don't trust. If a rich person is behind it, whether it's government or not, or investment companies, don't fucking trust it.
Yeah.
It's not for us.
Even Dyson knew.
Even Dyson.
I got to destroy this.
Yeah, he knew once it happened. Yeah. But it's where it's all heading, man. It could be much worse than just throwing a couple bombs down on top of people. Yeah. It could be. I mean, it might be starving them out and ruining water supplies. They might be dying in a much worse, more gruesome way than just getting flash bombed and being gone.
And that's a great scene in this movie, and it was all done practically with miniatures and air cannons. Yeah, just blowing LA apart.
Scary shit.
Yeah. I want to say they were nominated for an award for that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty creepy, I tell you. I know it did the job on me when I was a kid. I was like, oof. I should not be watching this shit.
She just came out of her skin.
Yeah. I shouldn't be watching this shit.
Yeah.
I was talking about that yesterday on the ride home. Maybe last night. Man, there's some shit I should have been watching. Legend of the Fall. Shouldn't have watched that as a kid. Yeah. There's a lot of adult themes in that. Jaws. Yeah. I remember going to the beach at 6 years old. I was already terrified of a fucking shark. I watched Jaws too soon.
My mother took me to see T1 when I was 5.
Yeah.
Look at the profound effect.
Yeah. Look at you wearing the shirt and everything. Florence Nightingale, he's fallen in love with his captor.
Right.
No, same way with fucking Halloween.
Yep.
It's like anything you're probably terrified of too. Eventually you just become fascinated by it, and it almost desensitizes you.
Favorite scenes.
Favorite scenes. God, there's too many. I love the disarmament in the beginning when he's like, "Can't let you take the man's wheel, son," and he just grabs a shotgun so fucking fast you couldn't even blink. And I love that. The scene in the hallway at the mall, in the back, where you had the slow motion and he was between John was caught between it was caught between the two Terminators. That was amazing. I love the sound effects of the Beretta, which is not realistic, but awesome.
All the gun sounds, the cannons, they used for that shotgun,
amazing. Yeah, they're not realistic, but they are so cool. I love the scene where he got up out of the truck, walked out of the truck onto the 18-wheel and shot through the window.
That's my favorite. Stunt of all time.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite stunts.
He's just like, screw this.
Yeah, I love that. man, the whole the dirt bike and that chase
in the channels
was amazing. I love that.
I would say, of course, just about every scene in this movie's great, with the build up. But from Cyberdyne on, all that.
Oh, it's masterful.
Yeah,
it's masterful.
Yeah, that's how you do an action movie.
Yeah, him blowing up as he freezes them, and then we don't have much time.
Yeah, that's how you mess with an audience as far as the Hasta La Vista baby, and then we don't have much time.
God, I love when it's done in the right way.
A callback like that.
The callbacks, like when it's done in a right way like that, it's not overly cheesy. I don't think it is, because you got a guy who's a robot who's learning from a kid. So now him and using that line, to destroy the Terminator was cool.
It's fantastic.
It's a great callback.
Yeah, that's how you do a one-liner.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not only is it just it's not just a one-off goofy one-liner. It's a one-liner that means something.
Yeah, but the whole scene where you think he's dead, with everything from the first movie.
Yes.
And then he comes back at the end, and the line "I need a vacation."
Kills me
every time.
I need a vacation. I say that shit at work all the time. I need to retire, really.
Yeah. At what, 37?
Yeah, 7. Yeah, I want to retire. Guys, I need to retire.
Social Security won't let him.
Yeah. It's a bitch.
It's all a racket.
Yeah, I don't even want the money. I don't even know if I need a house anymore. I just don't want to work.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. We're working for a bunch of elite. I'm not going to get into it. But this is bullshit, guys. For real.
Yeah. Want to live off the grid.
Yeah. Fuck these Epstein class people, man. No, this is a phenomenal movie. And what's crazy is it's not like it came out in 91, but to see what can come out of 91, even with the
T-1000.
Yeah, in the CGI, like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I remember shit like 95, 96, man, reboot on Cartoon Network was fucking terrible.
We're just talking about Double Dragon.
Yeah.
And Robert, oh my god.
There was some, like, remember Reptile in Mortal Kombat 1995? That CGI was bad. There's so much CGI Spawn. That was Spawn. There was some cool shit and there was some bad shit, but man, it's incredible how this has been remastered and held up or whatever. I don't know, but
timeless.
Yeah,
the first
Indeed.
2.
5 out of 5 for me.
Oh my goodness.
4 point. That's
you can do it.
I can't do it.
No, you can do it. You can do it.
5.5.
5
out of 5. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I got the points, man.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 would bang.
First 2 Terminators.
Yeah.
Continuation of one story that ends conclusively.
Yeah.
At the end of this movie.
Yeah, incredible. It might be a hot take. It might be wild to push it that far, but man, I think very few movies that I can think of would fall into a perfect or damn near perfect. And you obviously nothing is perfect, but if you can get as close to perfect as possible, I don't know what that list looks like right off the top of my head, but I do believe that Terminator 2: Judgment Day is one of those.
Yeah, Kenny's gonna be so proud of you.
I know. Jurassic Park's still better.
Oh,
but then Cliffhanger. And probably Jurassic World as well. But definitely Jurassic World as well.
I was at a flea market today and I saw a Cliffhanger Laserdisc and I almost bought it just to troll you with, but I decided.
I'm glad you didn't. It would have been a waste of your money,
right?
Because I would have been that trolled by it, and you would have just had spent money.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, man. I gotta say it. 5 out of 5. I don't even give Halloween that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I don't, because I'm just
showing where your affections lie.
Well, I mean, I love Halloween, and especially the first one. I love the second one, probably maybe even a little bit better. And I recognize that is just my fandom. And I love them, and they're up there for me. And I think a personal rating, they would be close to that. But in an objective way, I can't give them that much because there are problems.
Are you? Do you think maybe you might be rating this a little higher just because we just reviewed a robot movie that was so low?
No, I haven't even thought about that since we done it.
But thanks.
Yeah, but thank you for keeping them. Thank you for testing me. No, this, like I said, there is nothing. about this film that I hate. There's nothing about this film that I even dislike. And if I wanted to sit here and I could probably find something to nitpick just for the hell of it. But like, you know, John's whiny ass voice, but he's 12. Like, I mean, even the slower pacing towards, you know, before the dice and stuff. I don't mind it. It's just such a good movie, dude. Like there's so many movies with problems, and
this ain't one.
And this just ain't one of them, man. I got 99 problems, but Terminator 2 ain't one of them. That's what I'm saying. What do you say?
I say fantastic movie. Like I said, continuation of one of the best stories ever told.
Yeah.
And that's about all I got to say about that.
Yeah. And that might discredit me all the way through now, but I don't care, man. 5 out of 5 would bang. Every time. Put it in the comments below what you think about that rating. What you think about Terminator 2. Where would you put it? I don't care. I'm 5 out of 5. I don't care.
Yep. Top of the action movie heap.
Yeah. Yeah. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything in the future. We have no more else to say. I mean, by the way, the soundtrack in this movie. Oh my God. The music, the score, and you got Guns N' Roses. Yeah. This is fucking incredible.
Not only that,
you got George Thor good too.
When he goes through the mall, he's got his gun in a case of roses. I think there's a little bit of...
It might have been a little play on that.
Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah. The sound effects are amazing. The effects are amazing. It's a banger. It's a great movie.
Before we go, though, we're getting ready to finish up doing a Teen Wolf double feature next.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. Definitely a change of pace for us, but we're going to do it. Until next time.
Hasta la vista.
Baby.